Welcome to another edition of Fish and Chippy's Fishing Adventures back on the big beach, Chesil Beach. It's Saturday 20th of November. Come down today targeting the codling again. Conditions totally different. As you can see, the sun's just coming up over the back of Portland there. I left the house this morning at 3 o'clock, got down here for 5. Was hoping high tide was at 7:30, which is, yeah, it's 7:45, so it's just gone over high tide. I was hoping an hour before high tide, sort of 6 o'clock, I would be into them, but not to be. Yeah, so a really early start, but I'm going to fish it all day. And I mean, I don't know, conditions, I don't know, it's really flat calm now. I did come down last Saturday. I've got some footage on there as well that I'll show you of how big the swell was. I was really, I've never seen that before either. Every time I come down to Chesil it's something different. Yeah, it was a really big swell, even though it was a northeasterly wind, northwest, northeast, something like that. And it was flat calm behind the swell, but it was massive. Anyway, I took some film of it and I'm going to show you. So, like I say, I'm going to plug on. I've got some squid, some black lug, and I think I'm getting a bite on there. And like I say, I'm targeting the codling. But yeah, any more action, and I'll talk about the rigs and stuff as well in a bit. I'll check him. All right, guys, speak to you in a bit. Just gonna have a look at that. It's pulled the line round a bit as well, so let's just have a look and see. Feels like there's a little bit of weight on there. I'm not sure now, really. I mean, it's not massive, is it? Let's have a look. Feels like there is a bit of weight on. Oh yeah, something's fighting, look. Don't know if you can see that down in the surf just down there, but there's something on. Let's have a little look. Oh, there you go. There was dogfish. I thought I saw the line pulled down when I was just doing the camera there. Oh well, at least it's not a blank. Right guys, I'm just going to show you one of the rigs I'm using today. It's my version of it, the Up and Over rig. It's a nice compact rig once it's all clipped together. So it's not too big, it's not too long, if you can just see that. So starting at the bottom, I've got the Trident gear again, the rotor bait clip Termalink. Come up maybe, I don't know, a couple of inches or so. And I've got a crimp, a bead, a T-swivel there, another bead and a crimp, and that crimps in the main snod line there. Then I come up again up here, and I've been using these, I've talked about them before. It's an adjustable crimp, breakaway do them. That helps me. I'm not very good at crimping something and getting it accurate. I'm terrible, so I get on really well with these because it gives me a bit of adjustment as well. Then a small bead, a TC spring, a small bead, and then the hangover component there by Trident. That moves on that spring, and then I use another stop crimp there, and that also acts as a guide for me, so I know where to, if that crimp moves down, I know how far to slide it up. And then I come up to the top to a swivel. how this works. Off of the T swivel there. I've got a nice long flowing trace snod there, £40. I've got a pennel set up here, 3.0, very fast wide mouth, and a Cox and Raw circle chinu or something they call them, I think. Nice hooks, I like them. And so from the bottom there, where the bottom is here, you've got this lovely long flowing trace. So when it's in the water, that's what you've got. You've got a lot of movement. I've got a lot of coddling with this rig, and I really like it. So that goes up and hooks on that hangover piece up there, and then come down and I clip it onto that rotor bit, clip there, and there is the rig. So it's nice and compact. It's not massive, it's not really long, so you know you can get if you just wanted to put a short cast out there. And then how that works is you can just see as I'm pulling that, it's pulling that little spring down, so that under tension will keep the rig locked in, and then when it hits the water like so, that releases, and then your trace falls to the floor, and you've got this nice long flowing trace there with your hooks on the bottom, and that gives a lot of movement in the water, attracts the fish as well. Like I say, it's a good rig. I really like using it. Sometimes if conditions are really bad, it can get tangled up, but you know, 9 times out of 10 this comes back like that, so I know that it's hit the floor and it's working. But yeah, I've just thought I'd share that one with you. The up and over rig, I call it. It's just my version of it as well, and like I say, I'm using the Trident components there. Really get on with these components. They work really well and good for the money, very well priced as well. So yeah, there you go. Just thought I'd share that with you. Fishing's not gone great at the minute, just had one dogfish. That's what I'm talking about, the rig. So let's see what happens anyway. We're going to give it a good go today. All right guys, now catch you. Just got a little bite there on the left hand rod. Could be another dogfish. Definitely pulling down though. Yeah, I think let's have a little look at that. I reckon a classic dogfish bite, to be honest with you, but I reckon there's something on there. Let's have a little look. Or a conger. Oh dear. Give me a bit of a fight, it is. Of course, give me a little bit of a scrap, this one. Yeah, another little dogfish. Felt a lot heavier than it actually is. Oh dear, fighting away. Oh well, at least we're catching fish. That is the main thing. I wondered how long it'd be before those boys turned up. Nice calm day. He's got a nice day for it. He's not that far out either, is he? And it looks like he's got his nets in the water. Brilliant. That looks like it's the end of this fishing trip. He's got the whole ocean to fish, and he trawls up and down Chesil Beach, look. Brilliant. Do you know what, since that trawler went past, I've not even had a knock. He actually turned around down there, and he's over there at the minute. Probably can't see, but he come right down. I mean, I don't know what your thoughts are, but that looks a bit close to me. Yeah, not even had a knock since. I don't know whether to just cut my losses and maybe head off down to Portland End and maybe fish it up and into the night down there. I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe you guys know more than me. I mean, I'll Google it, but I mean, he was right close in. I mean, you saw how close in he was, but there you go. A lot of anglers out here pay a lot of money to come and fish this beach. It just takes, I know he's got to earn a living and everything, but there you go. Anyway, I might, I've just put a fresh bait out. I'm fishing close in, I'm fishing at distance, I'm using squid, I'm using lug. So I'm gonna give it a little bit. If nothing happens, I might just back up here, head further towards Portland, and have a go down there. So let's see. All right, guys. There's me saying I'm not getting any knocks. I reckon I've just put a squid bait out there. I reckon it's another dogfish, to be honest with you. We'll have a look. Oh, at least the trawler man left us some fish, eh? Right guys, I've just had a crack off, first crack off of the day. Doesn't happen very often. So I'm just going to take this opportunity to show you a shock leader knot that I use. It's a version of the Albright, and I don't know about you guys, but I can't stand big shock leader knots with loads of twists and turns and big knots on the end, that if you get a bit of weed on there or something and you struggle to get the leader knot through the eyes of your rod. Anyway, somebody showed me this years and years ago, and I can't remember who, to be honest with you, but I've always used it, and I like it because the end product is a very slim, very strong leader knot, and this is just a version of it anyway. So with your shock leader, what you want to do is create a loop like that. Give yourself a bit of an overhang there, enough, and a loop at the end like so. With your main line like this, come underneath the loop like so, and give yourself enough to pull through like that, like so. Then what I do is I just put my finger in the loop like that, and I start the twist. I go 1, 2, 3 like that. Then I hold that at that point there, and I twist again back. 1, 2, all fingers and thumbs, and 3, like so. So I've twisted 3 times one way, 3 times the other way. Then I want that end tag there to go back through that loop and come out the other end exactly the same way as the other one. So that one went underneath, that one goes down over the top, so it's the same way, like that. Now you've created this. Now it needs a little bit of work, this, because you need to manipulate it a little bit, but with that, see, it's not a complicated knot. It's quite simple. There's not tons of twists, tons of turns on it. You just pull together slowly, just like this, to a point. Now it's very important at this point that you lubricate this knot to stop line burn when you're pulling it really tight. Like I say, you've got to work this a little bit at this point, but you're there now like this. So I'll just, and then what I'm going to do is just pull this like so. See, it's pulling itself together now. And then I'm just going to work that little knot there like this. And there's your end product there, look. See how nice and neat and compact that leader knot is there. Like I said, I had to just pull it and manipulate it a little bit just to get it nice and tight, and that is as strong as any knot, look, if you have a look at that. So I'll just trim them ends off now. Trim the ends off quite close as well. I've only got my bait scissors here. Let's see if I can do it with these. Oh yeah, there you go. Put that in a plastic bag. So there you go. It's a really, really strong leader knot, and it's not bulky, and you know, you're not having, if weed gets on that, it'll be a little bit, and it's really strong knot. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you that. It's just my, I say my, but it's not my version of it. It's something that someone showed me, but it's a really good leader knot for you guys out there. Have a go. It's not for everyone, but have a go. All right. So it's just about to reel in and pack up. I looked up, the rod slammed over. I didn't even see the bite of this fish. But look at that. Look at the chunk out of that. Must have been a conger. Must have been. But I didn't even see the bite of the pout. I just looked up, the rod went right down, pinged up. Yeah, and look, huge bite out of that fella there. Oh, never mind. Missed it all. Right guys, I'm going to close this one out now. Just got up to high tide. Nothing doing. Lots of little bites, but that's about it. But you know what, I've really enjoyed myself today. I've come down here. I knew the conditions weren't perfect for the fishing, but we still got into fish. We caught fish. Do you know what, it's not the ones we want, but I have had a really good day and I'm absolutely shattered. So I'm gonna pack up in it just a sec now and get myself off. Once again, honestly, love the response, love the questions and everything else, and if I can answer them, I'll always do so. All the guys that subscribed, again, thank you very much appreciated. And hopefully next time on Fishing Chippy's Fishing Adventures we'll get into some of the target fish. But I've had a great day. I just want to say thanks very much to everybody, and I'll speak to you soon. All right guys, see you soon. Thanks a lot.